This is the World of Sports Network presentation. Week 2 preview. We're going to start with Game 1, the Bengals versus the Browns. Joe Burrow versus Baker Mayfield. This is going to be Joe Burrow's first Thursday night game, first Thursday night experience. I really like what I saw from his first game, man. He led the Bengals against the LA Chargers. Unfortunately, the kicker missed that field goal, also pulled his hamstring. That was just such a Bengal move. But Baker Mayfield and the Cleveland Browns struggled against the Baltimore Ravens, man. This dude only completed, 53% of his passes. The only thing I think that's saving him in this game is going to be going against Joe Burrow, and that's his first Thursday night game. So I see the Cleveland Browns winning this close game 20-23. Rams versus the Eagles. Man, the Rams look absolutely great Sunday night versus the Cowboys. I mean, the genius Sean McVay, man, I love especially. I mean, he has executed some absolutely great plays, especially anticipating the Dallas Cowboys pass rush, and now he just contained them by his quick plays. But one thing about the Rams I actually saw that I don't like, they don't really have an explosive player. They don't have somebody that could take the top off the defense. They really don't scare nobody as far as their receiving corps. So I think a secondary could definitely sit on some of their routes, man. The Eagles playing against the Washington football team, man, they got embarrassed. Carson Wentz basically got sacked every time he opened his eyes, man. But one thing I know about the Eagles, they are a prideful organization, man, and they know how to definitely come back on a comeback. So I anticipate the Philadelphia Eagles to pick themselves back up, man, on their bootstraps and win a tough game versus the Rams, 17-21. Vikings versus the Colts. Man, two of the most disappointing teams from week 1. The Vikings, man, just got demolished versus Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. We all know Kirk Cousins can't beat Aaron Rodgers, dog. Like, he can't beat Aaron Rodgers. You just can't mess with Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers owned the NFC North. So from now on, we finna call it the NFC Rodgers. So the Vikings are coming back from that devastating embarrassment at home, going against the Colts. Colts, who come from that embarrassment loss versus the Jacksonville Jaguars, who in my opinion are probably one of the worst roster in all of football right now. So the Colts definitely got slapped in the face. So Phillip Rivers looked like old man Phillip Rivers. So hopefully they're going to get some home cooking, man, and get back to exactly what they are, their core group. Even though they lost Marlon Mack with the injury, but I anticipate JT28 now, since he changed his number, I expect rookie Jonathan Taylor and old man Phillip Rivers to step up and the Colts to win this ugly run-oriented game, 17-20. Falcons versus the Cowboys. Another two teams that lost, they're coming into both games 0-1. The Falcons lost the game at home versus the Seahawks. The Seahawks just dominated that game. The Falcons were really not ever in that game. The Cowboys essentially were in a game with the Rams, but they weren't in the game. They were just outcoached, outplayed, and in every aspect of that game. So looking at this game, it's going to be the secondary. Both teams' secondary is kind of iffy right now, man. Both teams' secondary, they're not there. They're the weakest link of both teams. So I anticipate both quarterback Dak as well as Matt Ryan to take advantage of that. But with that said, Zeke looked good. Zeke looked great, man. I'm telling you. So with that said, I anticipate Zeke to have the best game of this early season so far, and the Cowboys taking the victory 28-31 in a high-scoring game. Ravens versus Texans. Look at this, man. Lamar Jackson versus Deshaun Watson, man. I told you, the schedule gods didn't do the Houston Texans no help, man, especially Deshaun Watson. First, he had to go against freaking the previous 2 years ago, previous MVP in Patty Mahomes opening week in the Super Bowl MVP. And then he went with the reigning MVP now in week 2, Lamar Jackson. I mean, the Ravens are big mad. They're big mad. And the Texans, I think they deteriorated. And you all know how I feel about Bob, man. Big Bob. I don't like my man Bill O'Brien. I think they're going to suck this year, and I anticipate the Baltimore Ravens to give them a mollywop, continuing the straight beating the Texans going to get. Ravens win 45-27. Panthers versus Tampa Bay Buccaneers. All right, man. Tom Brady versus Teddy Bridgewater. So one thing I could tell you about this team is Tom Brady. We all know what he got. He got ramen noodles arms, man. I saw the game, man. It was the first game, and he can't throw those deep out. He can't make throws outside the numbers. So one thing is the way you can anticipate them is to stop the Buccaneers. You got to definitely load up inside the numbers because Tom Brady don't have the arm strength to go outside the numbers. But with that said, he's also cerebral. He's going to anticipate routes. He's going to anticipate little throws. And I think the Panthers are a little bit young right now, man. They're young, even though they have Teddy Bridgewater. They're young as far as aspect of the whole entire team defensively. And the most importantly, they don't have the personnel to really affect the Tampa Bay inside the number passing game. They're not really very strong as far as their linebacking core, nor as far as their safety. So I anticipate the Bucs to run the ball a little bit more, do a little bit more play action, and keep the short pass game, and then winning in a closer game than anticipated, 24-13. Tampa Bay Buccaneers, 24-13. Chiefs versus the Chargers, man. AFC West rivalry, AFC West game, man. The way I look at it, man, the Chargers are a defensive-oriented team, man. We know what we're getting with Tyrod Taylor, man. We know T-Square, what he is, man. He's equivalent to I call him the black Alex Smith, man. He's going to make the play that you're supposed to make. If the play is not there, he's not going to make nothing else out of it, man. If they said, hey, throw a slant, he's going to throw a slant. If they said, if he looks and the guy's not open on the slant, well, you know what? That's just what it is, man. That's what you finna get with my man, Tyrod Taylor. So with that said, the defense is going to play a tough game, but they just don't have enough gas, man, because, you know, my man, the Chiefs, Patty Mahomes, they're super, man. You know what I'm saying? They're super unleaded gas, man. I'm talking about they have enough gas in the tank, man. So with that said, they're going to put a couple more points than the Chargers in a close game because it seems like those two always play a close game. It's a divisional game. Chiefs win this game 31-27, Kansas City Chiefs. And the final game, Patriots versus the home team, the Seahawks. So we already know what this is going to be, man. It's going to be, we know who the Patriots are. The Patriots are Cam Newton oriented. They want to focus on Cam Newton. They want to make sure Cam Newton pass the ball maybe 15 or 20 times and rush the ball between 13 to 17, 18 times. That's their sweet spot. That's who they are, man. And I'm not sure if Dalton Keene is coming back. He's their version of a Kyle Juszczyk. So, but either with that said, the Patriots are very limited as far as their passing game. They have no explosive player at all. They have no players that have any type of separation or that scares anyone as far as a passing game that I know of, man. We saw the tape, man, and the tape don't lie. As far as the Seahawks, man, they putting everything together, especially having the reins to Russell Wilson. They're not a predominantly one-get run-oriented team. They have very different personnel group, and I love what I saw with them in week 1 with Brian Schottenheimer, man. Interchangeable personnel from 11 personnel to 12 personnel to 21 personnel. So I love that aspect of things, and I think that diversification with the Seahawks offense is definitely going to give problems to the New England Patriots. So I anticipate the Seattle Seahawks to beat Cam Newton, Bill Belichick, and the New England Patriots 24-13 Seahawks, 24-13 Seahawks. And that is my week 2 preview. Y'all know the drill, man. Like this, love this, share this, and I am out.